Okay, what I'm going to make here is a device, something to hold my device, my Kindle. And I want it to hold the speakers, and I want it to hold earphones. And I also want it to hold some pens and pencils and stuff. So, but I'm going to make it out of a log that I found out in my backyard. Okay? This is the start of it right here. Cut this in. I'm going to cut this in. And then when I get that in, I'll get a little further. I'll include that. Okay, I've got the ends fairly squared off. What I need to do now is create a flat surface on both sides. But my blade only goes up that high. That high. So what I'm going to have to do is just kind of do a little bit of cutting each time. Cut one side, cut the other side until I can get a flat side. The goal is to get something like this, where it's flat on both sides. See, but I need a longer one than this. So put on my safety glasses and get started. Taking a little bit off at a time. Safety guard on there. See, that took about half of it, so I'm going to need to turn it over, line it up, and do the other half. So I got a fairly flat surface right there. Now I'm going to do the other side. Take it in a little bit. Turn it over. Line it up. And that's got a flat surface there, but it's way too thick. So I'm just going to have to keep cutting it down and cutting pieces off of it until it gets to where I want it, and then I'll get back with you. So I've got this cut. It's about 2 3/4, 2.5 inches thick. Probably thicker than I need it. That's almost 3 inches thick. But so this side lays flat, but this side doesn't. So I'm going to have to take my power planer, make some passes across there. And, okay, sorry about that. The battery died while I was filming that last one. But I got this all cut. So on the side, just this is where the device will go. It'll sit right in there. You'll see that later. And then this is where the speaker will go. It'll sit right in here. And then I've made a place for put in some pencils and some markers, because those are always handy to have around. So, and then I'm gonna cut it right here, and then after that I'll start sanding it down and get it the way I like it, and then I'll show you that. But I'm gonna cut this at a slight angle for just design purposes. So
that's where we're at now, and then I'll get back with it later and show you how that looks.
Yeah, before we go any further, I was going to mention that when you do drill these holes, make sure you use a drill press so that they're straight in and out. Otherwise, if you try to use a standard drill, it's just going to be crooked. They're going to be leaning. And then as far as this goes, I made this about almost an inch wide because that's going to hold my Kindle. Plus, it's the case that it's in, and I went about 3/4 inch deep on mine. Then I went back 2 inches to start the first hole, and then another 2 inches there and another 2 inches here to start this one. Okay, and then it was the same. The angle is about 30 degrees on both of them. So just wanted to mention that. Okay, I'll get back to you. Okay, just a little update on how I'm doing. I've got done a lot of sanding, got that smoothed off. You can see it kind of goes that, and it got sanded and got everything ready. We're put the speaker, rounded that off. I even sanded part of this bark on each side, and that's taken about 2 hours to do. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm probably do a little more sanding and then stain it. So we'll show you that when I get to that point. Thank you. Okay, I've got it pretty much cut up to where I want it. I've got some pins here, markers here. I got my device here, and then I'll put my speaker back here. I've got this rounded out. I did that on my tabletop belt sander, just like that. Now I've got left is to I had a couple of cracks in it, so I'm going to put some wood putty in there, do a little more sanding, and then the next time you see it, I will have it glossed over and ready for operation. So but that's where we're at right now. Okay, here's the finished project. I've got this all rounded out and it's all sanded, and I put some varnish on it, polyurethane gloss, and got a piece of cloth on the bottom so it slides around easier. And the reason I build it this way, because these are the things that I usually have hanging around on the counter, and then it'll be nice to have it in one place. First of all is my Kindle, so I can fit that in there. And then I've got some headphones, so I built this little thing here. Stick that in there, and take my headphones and wad up the end. And I can just hang them on there, and they're out of the way. And I'm always looking for a marker, so there's a place for marker. Always got some pens hanging around, so I've got a place for the pens. And my speaker fits right in there. Doesn't fall out or anything. So that's it. And then I like the bark look to it. Looks from the front, from the side, and the back. You got it rounded off. So that's the finished project. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye.